But now let's get more into Trump's criminal proceedings here. And God, this was just something else, man.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump, he is on trial. He is being criminally indicted for 91 felonies or something.
91 counts. Yep.
91 counts. One of them that they are fighting right now in the U.S. Appeals Court is Jack Smith's January 6th case. And this is specifically regarding the fake elector scandal, where Donald Trump forged documents and committed this grand conspiracy to try to defraud the people of the United States and their right to vote. So they are going to this appeals court and claiming that the president has immunity for all official acts that are committed during his time in office while he is president. But there are some asterisks to that. So let's go through there. Trump's lawyers claim that all official acts are protected and cannot be criminally prosecuted against by the judicial system. If and only if the judicial system can only prosecute the president if he has been impeached by the House and convicted in a Senate hearing. And since he was not convicted in the Senate for his second impeachment regarding January 6th, his attorneys are saying, Trump's immune. This story's over. It's done. Guy got away with it. It's over. Which is just insane to think about, first of all. But the judge agrees that this is insane to think about and proposes a very, very important hypothetical.
Yes.
The judge in the U.S. Appeals Court asks Trump's attorney directly, can the president order SEAL Team 6 to assassinate a political rival and get away with it if he is not impeached and not convicted by the Senate? And then Trump's attorney says, basically, that is correct.
Yes.
So what kind of world are we living in here?
Yeah.
What are we going on about? Are we really going to be voting in a guy whose attorneys are arguing in court in blatant language that he could kill a political rival with SEAL Team 6, resign from the presidency, and escape all criminal persecution for murder?
Yeah. It's absolutely insane when you think about the dedication of our system to freedom of speech and expression, right? Like to have that loophole would completely corrupt it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. When I hear this, I just think, God, that is a brilliant proposed question by the judge.
I know.
I love calling people out with like logical fallacy questions like that. Man, I would love to be in that position.
Oh, dude, I know. God, she must have felt so fucking good after that, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So Trump's lawyer makes two main arguments, and he cites two different things about why Trump has this immunity to criminal prosecution. He cites James Madison's Federalist Paper 47, and he cites Marbury versus Madison, pages 164 to 166. Like the absolute fucking loser nerd I am, I read through both, and I kind of made my own little arguments around them. So in Federalist Paper 47, James Madison is talking about the separation of powers. He's going through, okay, how are powers separated in New Jersey? How are they separated in Virginia? How are they separated in New Hampshire? And he's kind of going through the state constitutions, and he's trying to figure out, okay, what's the right thing to do nationally? How should we handle that? Well, Trump's attorney makes the claim that Federalist Paper 47 says that that James Madison was worried that the criminal process would be abused for political purposes to disable the presidency. Well, nowhere in Federalist Paper 47 does he even mention the criminal process. Doesn't even touch it. All it talks about is, okay, how does the legislature interact with the executive branch? How does the Supreme Court interact with the legislature? He's talking about this cyclical relationship between all the branches of government. Never does he mention criminal proceedings at all. So I don't know where he's getting that from. There are some interpretations that you could make saying that because the judge has this relationship with the legislature and executive, and this is where James Madison is defining it, and criminal stuff isn't talked about there, but that's just ridiculous. Yeah, that's just totally
such
reaching.
a leap.
It's such a leap,
Yeah.
but it's all he's got. So then we have Marbury versus Madison, pages 164, 166. And here, Chief Justice John Marshall says that the president's actions are, in fact, reviewable by courts if they impact individual rights of the citizenry, or it is the president performing the acts of the law of what the law demands. But he says, Chief Justice does say that all political and discretionary acts taken by the president are not examinable by the courts. Well, I think this is a pretty open and shut case. If the Trump's attorney is going to say that I want to use pages 164, 166 of Marbury versus Madison to make the claim that Trump is immune, I think you cited the thing that directly disproves your case. The Trump's actions on January 6th, on and around January 6th, were specifically attacking the individual rights of the people of the United States. And that's what Jack Smith is indicting him on. He is saying that the civil voting rights of the people of America are being defrauded by the president's actions, specifically attacking the individual rights of the American people. So by Chief Justice Justice Marshall's own opinion here, the actions are absolutely reviewable by the courts. So I think all of the Trump's attorneys' arguments fell flat on his face. The judge pushed even harder to try to make him see that his logic was extremely at fault, and he really didn't have a lot of cohesivity in his is that a word?
Cohesion.
Thank you. Listen, we already recorded this section, okay? Cut me a fucking break.
Yeah, you've been talking for a long time now too.
So okay,
yeah.
so that's where we ended up here, and
Yeah.
it's just crazy because Trump's own defense attorney in the Senate conviction process during his second impeachment said that, okay, maybe Trump did something wrong, but let's let the criminal courts take care of that.
And now that we're here, letting the criminal courts take care of it, he's like, no, we had to have that decided in impeachment, so
Right.
now we can't do it here.
Trump's whole fucking mess is just tied in this knot of deception, lies, insurrection, and it's impossible to make a straight thing out of it now.
Yeah, I mean, again, I respect the strategy.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked last week about Trump's strategy as a campaigner in Iowa and how we were quite impressed by it, by the reach that he's attempting to get like on the ground with people there. This is what I mean. He is pulling every lever that he can grab
As
right
he
now.
should, dude.
Yeah,
As he should.
of course. I'm just glad that we see the judges being extremely skeptical of it. Like I would be shocked by anything other than a blatant dismissal of this case.
Yeah.
Like, no, absolutely not. There's no immunity here. He can absolutely be tried.
Yeah, and I listen, I really hope that happens. I hope it happens soon